I thought I was just sending cute pics to my boyfriend. You know, little spicy, little private, between us only. But then I found out. He had a whole OnlyFans account behind my back. And he was making money using my photos. Photos I never even gave permission to post. And when I confronted him, he didn't even apologize. He told me I was overreacting. I thought I was just sending cute pics to my boyfriend. You know, little spicy, little private, between us only. But then I found out. He had a whole OnlyFans account behind my back. And he was making money using my photos. Photos I never even gave permission to post. And when I confronted him, he didn't even apologize. He told me I was overreacting. I met Sean when I was 21. He was charming in that underachiever who talks like a philosopher kind of way. Tall, tatted, broke, but spiritual. The type of guy who says he's not materialistic because his bank account makes him humble. I was into it though. He made me laugh, listened to my rants, made playlists for our long drives. We weren't perfect, but we vibed. At least I thought we did. We'd been dating for about a year when things started to get different. Not bad, just a little off. He started acting weird about his phone. Nothing crazy, just a little more possessive than usual. Face down all the time. Airplane mode at night. Changing his passcode out of nowhere. At first I didn't think much of it. We all deserve privacy, right? But then it became a pattern. And that pattern, it started to look a lot like secrets. Especially when I noticed he was suddenly making money. Now let me be clear. This man had no job. None. I was literally paying for gas, groceries, Netflix, everything. But out of nowhere he's got new sneakers, new vape pens, sending DoorDash to the crib like it's not a $38 chicken sandwich. So I asked him, "Where's this money coming from?" And his response, deadpan. No hesitation. Crypto. So can you serious for one time in your life? But you know what I did? I let it go. Because I didn't want to be that girlfriend. The clingy one. The nag. The paranoid one who can't trust her man. I figured if he was hustling somehow, hey, maybe we could finally start saving for a trip or something. He even offered to treat me for once. Took me out to dinner. Ordered 2 appetizers like we were rich or something. Pulled out a wad of cash like he was auditioning for a rap video. I won't lie. Part of me was impressed. But something still felt off. Now here's where it gets weird. One night we're watching TV. Something dumb like Love is Blind. He gets up to use the bathroom, but forgets his phone on the couch. I didn't even mean to snoop. I swear. But it buzzed. And on the lock screen, a notification that said, "You just received a $49.99 tip from subscriber 453. Tip? Subscriber? What app was that? I tapped the screen to wake it, and that's when I saw the icon. OnlyFans. Now I'm not naive. I know what OnlyFans is. But I also knew damn well that he didn't have a subscription to anybody. He was logged in, as a creator. My chest got tight. I opened the app, half scared of what I'd find, and boom. There was his profile. No face. No name. Just a handle I'd never seen before and a bunch of blurred thumbnails. And from what I could see, the content didn't even look like him. It really looked like me. My heart dropped into my stomach. I opened his media tab and I saw them. My pictures. The ones I sent him. Private. Some of them full body, some cropped tight. But it was me. I knew my own skin, my tattoos, my bedroom mirror. And he was charging $15.99 a month to see them. He even had made captions based upon me sending him my pictures. I seen one that said, "She doesn't even know I'm posting this. Tell me what you do to her." I nearly threw up. I snapped his phone off the couch and stormed into the bathroom like I was about to kick the door in. "What the fuck is this, Sean?" He looked up mid-wipe like a deer in headlights. "What are you doing with my phone?" "Oh, I don't know. Just browsing your secret OnlyFans account that you made using my fucking pictures." He stood up so fast, trying to pull his pants up, trying to play it off. "Yo babe, chill. It's not even that serious." "Not that serious?" "You posted my body for strangers and made money off it." He had the nerve to say, "I didn't think you'd care. You always said you looked good in those pics." Now here's when stuff started getting real shady. It was a Thursday night. Nothing special. We were chilling on the couch watching trash TV, some reality show where people fake cry for clout. Sean's beside me, scrolling like always. Half present. Probably high. Nothing new. He says he's going to the bathroom. Leaves his phone face down on the couch. But Karma decided it was my time. His phone buzzed. Then buzzed again. I glanced down just out of habit and froze. You just received a $49.99 tip from subscriber 453. I looked him in the face. Tip. Subscriber. This man worked at Nowhere Inc. and hadn't even Venmo'd me back for lunch. But now he's out here getting paid? I picked up the phone, tapped the screen. Lock screen opens to OnlyFans. I'm not stupid. I know what that app is. I've heard the stories. I've seen the memes. Hell, some of my own friends have OFs. No shame in that. But Sean? He always clowned it. Said it was desperate. Said he respected me too much to ever want me on there. So why did he have it? Why did he have tips coming in like a damn camgirl on payday? I opened the app. No login screen. He was already signed in. As a creator. And not just any creator, he was doing numbers. Thousands of followers. Dozens of posts. Dozens of tips. In every post. Blurred thumbnails, all the previews teasing more. Babe, what's wrong? What the fuck is this, Sean? I shoved the phone in his face, showed him the account. He looked guilty. Not surprised. Just caught. Why are you going through my phone? Oh, so now we flipping it on me? I was done. You really made an OnlyFans account using my pictures? Without my permission? And you're out here making money while I'm over here paying for the rent. He stood up, scrambling to zip up like he was gonna fix this with pants. His face was red. Not from embarrassment, from being exposed. Hey, just calm down. You're blowing it out of proportion. I didn't even show your face. Show my... Oh, now that makes it okay? So it's not exploitation if you crop out my head? He had the audacity to say. You always said you looked good in those pics. I figured it was harmless. I didn't think you'd care. You didn't think I'd care? That strangers on the internet were jerking off to my body while you cashed out? And guess what else? He was replying to DMs. Flirting with men. Sending fake voice notes. Saying stuff like, she's shy but she likes compliments. No, actually, I don't. I asked him straight up. How long has this been going on? He shrugged his shoulders. I don't know, few months. I started it as a joke. Then people liked it, so I kept posting. Did he just say a few months? He'd been sitting in my house, eating my food, sleeping in my bed while selling my nudes to strangers on the internet. And I didn't even get a cut? Hey, forget the money. The violation? He really thought cropping out my face made it okay. Like I was just some stock image to use for his hustle. Then he tried to gaslight me. Swear to God, he said. Babe, I was doing it for us. That money went to our groceries, your nails, remember that sushi date? I blinked. So I'm supposed to thank you now? For trafficking my body without consent? And buying me sashimi as hush money? Hell no. That's when I realized. He didn't see me as a partner. He saw me as a cash cow for his little OnlyFans account. After he hit me with the I did it for us line, I didn't even yell anymore. You ever been so disrespected, so disgusted that you just go silent? That was me. I stared at him like I was looking at something rotten in the fridge. He kept talking, trying to fix it, defend it, play victim. His mouth was moving, but all I heard was, I used you. I violated your trust. And I'm only sorry I got caught. So I did what any woman with a brain, a backbone, and a bit of pettiness in her blood would do. I started plotting. I didn't even break up with him right away. Not at all. That would have been too easy. He still thought he had power. Still thought this was gonna blow over after a few tears and some gaslighting. So I pretended. I acted like I needed time to think. Like I was hurt but willing to talk. He bought it. Ate it up, actually. You know what he said? This just shows how strong our relationship is. Boy, we don't have a relationship. You have 1 week left to live here. While he was playing the redemption arc, I was doing recon. I screenshotted everything, and when I say everything, that's what I mean, everything. The OnlyFans account, the captions, the private messages, his bank transactions, and even the Cash App history. I even screen recorded him logged in, navigating the page. That way, if he ever tried to deny it, I had receipts. I was building a case. Not for court, for the scorched earth finale I had planned. While I was gathering my ammo, I also hit up my girl Tasha. Tasha's a real one. Smart, spiteful, tech-savvy. I told her everything, and her first response? Let's ruin his fucking life. Let's do it. She helped me dig through his content history. Turns out this man had posted over 40 times. 40 damn times. All using my body. My photos. Some even pulled from old backups of our Snapchat convos. This man had been farming my content for months. And guess what else? He had saved pics of my friends. Nothing super explicit but still sketchy. Bikini pics from their Instagrams. Thirst traps from stories. And he had them categorized. That's when it hit me, this wasn't just oops, I made a mistake. This was a calculated pattern. He was treating women like content folders. So I made my final move. The night before I planned to confront him for real, I made him dinner. I had to play the whole I forgive you act. Pasta, wine, candles, fake peace. He was grinning like a dummy, thinking he was back in good standing. Meanwhile, I was sitting across from him with my phone recording everything. I asked him questions. I put the most calm voice on and said, "So what made you start the account? Do you ever feel guilty? What if someone recognized me?" He answered everyone, on tape, with full confidence. Zero remorse. The next morning I woke up early. Not to make breakfast. Not to kiss him goodbye. I woke up to end him. I had everything I needed. I needed the screenshots, the recordings, and the backup copies. His full confession from dinner the night before. This wasn't just emotional anymore. This was personal. And I wanted him to feel the violation just like I did. He came out of the bedroom yawning like it was just another day. "Morning, babe." I looked up from the kitchen table. "Sean, I know everything. And I recorded you last night. Every word." He stopped mid-step. That dumb little sleepy smirk dropped right off his face. "Recorded what?" "Your confession. About the OnlyFans. About using my pictures. About making money off my body without consent. All of it. It's saved. And it's backed up." Now he started to panic. "Why would you do that? Why would you do what you did to me?" He tried to talk in circles, but it was useless. This time I wasn't angry. I was calm and unshakable. I handed him a folder. "Yes, I printed the evidence. I want you out of this apartment by tonight. Your name isn't on the lease. You don't pay a single bill. I've already talked to the landlord." He tried to argue. "Where am I supposed to go? That's not my problem. Maybe one of your subscribers will let you stay." He stood there, fuming, hands shaking. "You're really going to destroy everything we built over some pictures?" At that point I laughed. "You destroyed it the moment you saw me as a paycheck instead of a person." I didn't stop there. Remember my friend Tasha? She helped me send everything to the OnlyFans support team. Under my name. We filed a full takedown request for every photo and video that used my likeness. They responded within 24 hours. And said the account was removed and all posts were deleted. And the money? He didn't even get a final payout. They froze his balance. He lost it all. But I wasn't finished. We told a few of our mutual friends, not to be messy but to be honest. They needed to know the truth. Especially the ones who had sent him photos in the past. Turns out, I wasn't the only one he had saved content of. The group chat exploded. People cut him off left and right. He went from mysterious spiritual boyfriend to creepy OF scammer overnight. And the final cherry on top? I posted a TikTok. No names. No faces. Just a story time with captions like, POV. You find out your boyfriend's side hustle is selling your nudes on OnlyFans without permission. It went viral. Over 300k views in 2 days. The comments were brutal. Other girls were sharing their own stories. People guessed who he was. I didn't even have to expose him. The internet did it for me. That was 6 months ago. He's blocked on everything. I haven't spoken to him since the day he left. And for myself, I got my piece back. And a brand deal. Turns out, a lingerie company saw my TikTok and offered me a legit modeling gig. I get paid now on my terms. No secrets. No lies. No boyfriends flipping my life into content. 3 weeks. That's how long it took before Sean tried to come crawling back. Not an apology. Not accountability. Just a weak little, "Hey, can we talk?" Through text, of course. Because cowards never call. At that point, the dust had already settled. His account was gone. His side hustle, dead. His followers, disappeared. He had gone from low-effort spiritual king to a full-blown meme in group chats across 3 zip codes. And now he wanted to talk? For what? I ignored the first few messages. Then he started ramping it up. I messed up, I know, but I really loved you. I didn't realize how bad I hurt you until you left. You didn't have to ruin me. There it is. The real reason he's reaching out. It wasn't about me. It wasn't even about what he did. It was about how his image got ruined. He didn't care when I cried. Didn't care when I confronted him. Didn't care when I asked him to leave. But now that people knew the truth, all of a sudden he was in pain. And what made it worse? He started telling people I was jealous. That I overreacted. That I knew about the account and just flipped once it got attention. Typical narcissist playbook, but he underestimated one thing. I still had everything. And if he pushed me too far, I was ready to drop the full story. But I didn't respond. Not yet. Because I knew something he didn't. Tasha hit me up one night with a screenshot. Sean had started another account. A new name. A new profile pic. Same content, but this time he was using old blurry photos from other girls we both followed. He learned nothing. And guess what else? He was trying to play the role of some kind of feminist king now. Rebranding himself like he was advocating for body positivity. Talking about consensual content creation, like he wasn't the same man who exploited his own girlfriend behind her back. This man didn't just want forgiveness. He wanted to profit from the fallout. So I made a decision. The moment I saw that screenshot from Tasha. His new account, his fake body positive persona. Something inside me snapped. He was trying to clean up his image. Using the same trash tactics. And now he was stealing photos from random girls and posting like they were his partners? That wasn't a rebrand. That was a new scam. And I'd had enough. I screenshotted everything. The new username. The profile. The blurred thumbnails that were clearly not taken with consent. One even looked like it was taken from a close friend's beach pic. I hit up that friend just to confirm. She was livid. I posted that on my story like 2 years ago. How does he even still have that? This wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about making sure no one else got caught in his web. So I messaged him. I broke the silence. Because sometimes the only way to kill a roach is to step on it directly. You really thought you could start another account and no one would notice? You're using other people's pictures again. This isn't a rebrand. It's the same trash in a different bin. He left me on read for 2 hours. Then came back with, "Why are you still so obsessed with me? I'm the obsessed one." He really thought I wouldn't expose him again? He forgot who he was messing with. I gave him one chance. One final out. Delete the new account. Tonight. Where I post everything. Every single file. You will never be able to show your face online again. Your name, your phone number, your burner accounts. All of it's documented. And I wasn't bluffing. Because I'd already drafted the TikTok. All I had to do was press upload. He blocked me within 5 minutes. But I didn't need him to respond. Because the next morning, the new account was gone. Deleted. Wiped clean like it never existed. Except now I knew. He'd never stop unless someone kept watching. And right there, that's when it hit me. I wasn't the only one anymore. After that final account disappeared, I thought maybe, just maybe, I'd be able to move on quietly. But of course, things don't just go away. People started DMing me. Random usernames, mutuals, even strangers who followed the story from my TikTok. Some said they were proud of me. Some shared their own stories. And some were asking if I had an OnlyFans now. At first I laughed it off. Then I started thinking, what if I did? What if I took back control of my own image, my own body, and flipped the narrative? Not to be petty. Not to copy him. But because I realized he made thousands off of my photos without my consent. Plus he had no shame in what he was doing. And I had sat in silence, letting the world move on like it was just another weird breakup story. But this wasn't just a breakup, this was a violation. A digital assault on my trust, my autonomy, my privacy. But I still had power. So I did it. I launched my own platform. Not even OnlyFans, a safer one. With full control, full security, and my own terms. But the difference? My face was in it. Because I wasn't hiding. No shame. No secrets. I wasn't being exploited anymore. I was choosing how I showed up. And I was getting paid for being myself. Super authentic and open, and the freedom to feel proud. And the wildest part? My page took off. Not just because people were curious, but because they respected the story behind it. They saw a woman reclaiming what someone tried to steal. They saw empowerment. They saw healing. And what I made in my first month was more than what Sean had ever made in 6. But money wasn't even the point anymore. This wasn't about getting even. It was about getting free. I started talking about it online. The real side of digital consent, boundaries, revenge porn, manipulation in relationships. People listened. Some unfollowed. A lot more joined. And for myself, I started sleeping better. No more looking over my shoulder. No more checking if someone was monetizing my body without asking. Just peace. Finally. It's been nearly a year since everything went down. Since I found the account. Since I exposed him. Since I rebuilt myself from the ground up. And sometimes I still get mad. But because I remember how normal it all felt while it was happening. How easily someone can make you feel like you're the problem, while they steal from you in plain sight. That's the part that haunts me the most. Not the pictures. Not the followers. Not the lies. It's how invisible I felt in my own relationship. Like I was just a body. Someone he could use like a tool and take advantage and turn me into a brand. Not a person. Not a partner. Not someone worth protecting. But I'm not invisible anymore. My story reached thousands of people. It became a conversation starter. It made people think twice before they hit send. It made other women feel seen. And for that, I'm proud. I turned my pain into purpose. My shame into strength. My silence into something loud enough to echo across platforms. As for Sean, last I heard he's still trying to relaunch under a new alias. Still chasing that fake digital clout. But people remember. Screenshots circulate. Reputations follow you. And when your whole brand is built on secrets, eventually those secrets destroy you. He tried to turn me into content. Instead, I turned him into a lesson. So now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had someone cross a line like this? Use your trust, your vulnerability, even your body, for their own gain? Drop your story in the comments. Because this channel, this space, it's for us. And if you're still here, thank you for riding with me through the madness. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this story and comment below. Come join the Reddittculous community for more wild, real, raw stories every week. You are not alone. Not here.